You flee towards Mithridania, with Goimgar out ahead. The orcs at his back seem to have mobilized unimagined powers in him. He says something and scurries through a small gateway that has been opened to him. Moments later, you also reach the gate.
Get in, quickly!
You
The other dwarf said we should bolt the gate behind him, but we could use all the help we can get when the orcs come.
That treacherous sissy! Where?
Boendal and I will look for him. Boindeal and Bavragor, help the city guards in any way you can.
You were certain the two of them wouldn't be much help in the search for Goimgar. Weyen is well known for its love of the written word. Some of the scripts on offer are known to you from Lot Yonan's life. Weyen has many huge lakes and is rich in a variety of fish and seafood. As the mountains of the
Girdlegard, into disaster! Girdlegard, it will be mine!
Lot Yonan?
When you murdered Frala and the others...
To your horror, you realize that you can no longer talk. You feel a lump in your throat and your eyes begin to burn, as...
I see that my first strike really hit you, Groundling. Oh...
What do you want with my rucksack? If you're looking for provisions, you could...
I'm not interested in what's in the rucksack.
Your master doesn't tell you much by the sounds of it. Either he doesn't trust you, or he's in the habit of not talking about his business. This way! What was that?
If we're quick, we'll get that long ear yet!
Alarm! Alarm! Come, we must defend the wall.
Of course! And again! I didn't hit you very hard! Don't rush me! I'll be ready soon! Don't resist! I'll be ready soon! Don't take it personally! Pow! Another one bites the dust!
Others will take my place.
As good as done! On my way! As good as done! On my way! Yeah! I didn't hit you very hard! Too easy! Pow! Another one bites the dust! Yeah!
I can't do that yet.
A bit too much for you, was I? Don't take it personally. And again. I didn't hit you very hard, creature. Too easy.
Please wait a moment.
Vile creature.
I can't do that yet. Please wait a moment. I can't do that yet.
And again.
Please wait a moment. I can't do that yet. Please wait a moment. I can't do that yet.
Vile creature.
Please wait a moment. I can't do that yet.
Of course. A bit too much for you, was I?
Killed.
I didn't hit you very hard. Too easy. A bit too much for you, was I?
Very good. We're able to stop them. Simple as.
You wish it weren't so. But it is clear to you now that the city can no longer be...
Yes? creature!
Don't
Wait a
take
moment.
it personally.
I can't do that yet! Please wait a moment! Let's go! It's locked. We have to open it somehow.
Perhaps we can be of service, gentlemen.
Step aside.
Are you thieves?
Certainly not. We are people with extraordinary talents. Say, friends, as you...
We have a long and dangerous journey ahead of us. I don't think you...
An epic and dangerous journey? That sounds like an adventure. And anyway, I have already seen that you...
The fabulous Radar!
Oh, an admirer of my skills? Who would have thought it? I am indeed the one and only fabulous Rodario. And last but not least, the enchanting Namora, whose beauty makes the mayor's roses wither in envy. Perhaps we should discuss...
I don't know,
The orcs are still surging through the gate and over the wall.
Let's get out of here. We'll be safe.
The firstlings, the splendor of their halls is said to be unrivaled.
It's open, let's go.
In the evening, after your escape from Mifadania, you recover from your exertions around a campfire. Goimgar withdraws. Namora and Fergus exchange hugs and kisses on the other side of the fire, while Rodario sits next to you.
Ah, a journey with real dwarves to the stronghold of the first...
We're far enough away from Mifadania.
Rodario jumps up and begins to gesticulate ostentatiously.
I think you have underestimated...
We don't have time to look after a pack of jesters.
Rodario seems offended. A jet of flame shoots out of his sleeve. The dwarves are startled and amazed by the brief...
You're a magus.
At the Curiosum,
Masterly work, Fergus.
The Magister Technicus shows his appreciation with a nod of his head.
If they all have tricks like this up their sleeve.
How are you doing for provisions?
We are happy to share what we have.
Food is sure to be a problem on our journey. Winter's only just beginning to...
We have to be frugal and organize as much food as we can.
I must congratulate you on your...
Aha, thank you, but I assure you it has nothing to do with magic. Just...
Don't mention them. There's no love lost on Anne.
You've met Andokai the Tempe.
She ran away to the outer lands. A damn disgrace.
Adakai had her reasons to leave us. She had already fought against Nodon and was unsuccessful. Furthermore, we were...
Andokai, the bringer of hope. I like that. I'll have to use that.
Do you know anything about the Firstlings? If I recall the map correctly, we need to cross the first large mountains in the Red Range and...
No one has seen the Firstlings for hundreds of cycles, but there are many stories about them. Their craftsmanship is much vaunted, and there used to be trade via a narrow path that led...
Our mission is to forge the legendary axe Keenfire and destroy the traitor Nodon. If you wish to accompany us through hunger...
How could we not partake in such a story? Just think...
If we survive. I was hoping to only resurface once we reach the Red Range. Instead, we have a...
There may be another way apart from the old trading route. A few years ago, an old man from the north told me...
Legends and stories. There's too much uncertainty.
You are walking past an inconspicuous copse as Nomura suddenly stops on the spot.
Wait! We are not alone. Die, scum!
What are you doing? Why are you attacking us? We're dwarves too. We're on the same side.
I see honest dwarves here, but they are accompanied by scum. I will free you of it.
Oh, really? And what are you...
You.
What? Brother! What are you doing?
Boindle, what's wrong? Come to your senses!
It's no use. They belong to me. Now die, scum.
Boindale! What are you doing with your axes over here?
Yes, so!
They're all here! Boindale!
I'm doing it as quick as I can, all right? Goingar, do this. Goingar, do this.
Yes, so!
Yes, soon.
Yeah! I'm not that quick!
I can't do that yet!
Yes, so! I'm not that quick!
Good night.
Yes, soon! I'm not that quick!
Please wait a moment!
Just a minute.
Yes,
Better
soon!
this way.
No sooner does the unknown dwarf fall unconscious to the floor than her control over your comrades disappears. You fetter and gag her until you know more about her sinister powers.
That was, I hope... It was as if in a dream. But at the same time, it wasn't. I heard...
Boindale goes over to the shackled dwarf and kicks her gently with his boot.
This is never a child of the smith, even if she looks like one.
You kneel in front of the dwarf and press your axe against her throat.
My name is Tungdil.
The captive nods, and you pull the gag out of her mouth.
Geralda is my name.
Your powers, I've never heard of...
Neither have I. I haven't had them for long. When I try to remember, all I see is black mist.
Did the Alfar give you these powers?
When I try to remember, it hurts. Like needles sticking into my head.
You said something about scum when you attacked us. Has Namora done anything to harm you?
Not her, but her kind.
She is a human. She only acts at being an elf in theatre.
In the theatre?
For the first time, Geralda looks at Namora.
Where have you come from and what brings you to where?
I was on my way to the Free Folk. They are said to live in the middle of Girdlegard.
The free folk? You mean dwarves?
Yes, dwarfs who have left their kingdoms, voluntarily or otherwise. Not everyone has a place in...
Don't believe this nonsense, scholar. The free folk are just a fairy tale that people tell themselves when they don't want to stick to the traditions. Just look what good it's done Geralda.
Geralda prepares to...
Enough talk! She is dangerous, probably crazy.
It's what you call amnesia, memory loss, a tool often used in stage productions. We don't know.
She's too dangerous just to let go, so we'll take her with us. Remove the fetters.
You nip any objection in the bud and turn. The female dwarf seems just as surprised by your decision as your companions.
Thank you.
You realize that your decision doesn't please everyone. Boindale and Namora seem particularly upset. But When you enter the pretty little village with its richly ornate houses and its temple to Palandial at its centre, you can see an angry mob some distance away. The villagers are... You push your way through the crowd of people and stand in the way of the villagers.
What's going on here?
A man dressed in richly decorated vestments looks you up and down.
Palandial be with you, dwarf. It is none of your business, but this woman here is a thief. She and her henchmen have emptied the monastery's granary and will...
That's a lie. We asked for help and these people turned us away.
What evidence do you have against this?
We found the granary broken into. Almost a third of our grain and a significant amount of supplies have gone. And all this just one day after she...
That isn't proof. It could simply be coincidence. Anyway, why would a thief come back to the scene of a crime?
The priest eyes you in silence, while some of the villagers make it clear that dwarves should keep their nose...
Tell us what happened.
The villagers grumble, but the priest gives the woman a chance to defend herself.
My name is Tavia. I was forced to flee Tabayin with my family when the perished land began to spread. My husband, No one accepted us in the north. There are too many refugees and everyone is scared. Queen Wei has offered land in Wayan to... But what should we grow if no one will sell us grain? We offered a fair price. But Father Malin...
She darts a scathing gaze at the priest.
He wanted...
The priest glances briefly at the angry villagers. Then he replies in a firm voice.
It was a hard winter, and with the increasing
Let the woman go.
The priest looks at you in astonishment. He is not used to being given orders. But before he...
Do you see that dwarf with the 2 axes? He doesn't like it when a mob wants to lynch someone that may be...
The priest gives Boindeel a worried glance. Beads of sweat are forming on his brow. But a priest of Palandial isn't so easily intimidated.
You there, lock the woman up in the guardhouse. And you, Mr. Dwarf, should leave.
The woman is taken into a squat building made of rough blocks of stone. The crowd slowly disbands. You enter the guardhouse, and before the guards know, Boindeel and Boendal have caught them up in a friendly conversation.
Where have you taken the grain and supplies?
I don't know anything about grain or supplies, apart from the fact...
We won't let anyone do anything to you, but if we are...
The woman looks you in the face, then her head sinks, and when she looks back up, she has...
Tongue deal.
You feel sympathy towards the woman. You raise your hand to side...
We asked for grain and were full of hope when we saw the well-filled granary. But we hadn't reckoned on the
A slow, ironic clap sounds from behind you. Confused, you turn around to face Rodario.
Bravo, my... None of what she said corresponds with the truth, Tungdil. She is lying and trying to deceive us. Not completely talentless for an amateur.
You...
And what if I am? I would do it all again. The people here have more than they need, and my people...
Why did you come back here after stealing the...
We didn't steal them. We paid for them. A reasonable price, just not to Father Malin.
You had help.
He promised us 3 dozen sacks of grain. When we opened the sacks in our hideout, we realised that most of the grain was rotten. He thought he'd get away with it.
The woman looks around wearily.
And by the looks of things...
Give us a name.
What does that matter? I have no proof. And even if I did, if I admit that we have the stuff, I beg you, let me go. We bought the grain and the supplies. Perhaps he wasn't allowed to sell it to us. But we paid. And with a little...
How can I trust you? You lied.
Who wouldn't do everything to offer their children a future? Lying is the very...
I don't want you to be hanged just because you tried to support your family. Go.
You open the door. The guards jump up, take up their swords, and let their hand... The woman lays a hand on your shoulder for a moment as a sign of gratitude, before she runs from the guardhouse.
I hope you know what you're doing, Scholar.
Rodario's furrowed brow does not give you the feeling you...
We have more important...
You're just going to let her go? Father Malin will hear about this.
And sure enough, you leave the village a few minutes later under a shower of abuse from the villagers. No one dares to stop you. You spend the night protected from the wind in a ruin, and are sitting around a campfire as the topic of your new companion's performance on the stage comes up.
Sleight of hand, speed, alchemy, and makeup can have an
I also noticed your weapons, Nomura. I've never seen such...
Their names are Crescent and Sunbeam. I designed them myself. It took a long time until I found a smith who was able to make them.
She looks like a pointy ear too. Nature hasn't been kind to her.
For this absent-minded remark, Boindil receives evil...
Perhaps I really am an elf, and will bring you a nightmare in your sleep tonight. Don't be surprised if you wake up screaming.
For a moment, it seems as...
By the gods, isn't she magnificent in...
When you enter the strongly fortified mountain village...
I really saw him, I swear!
A young man in mining clothes...
Even if you did, smashing the lip...
Is there a problem?
The older man, perhaps a foreman, is so angry that he hardly seems to have realised that he's talking to a dwarf.
Mika here says that he saw orcs in the mine, and he smashed the lift hoist to bits. The cave...
Can we help you somehow?
Help? Well, we'll have to repair the hoist, and we need a new cage.
The foreman turns to a man next to him for answers. He's just as muscular, with dirty, calloused hands and an angular face.
It will take at least 2 weeks, but we don't need any help.
And I'll need 1 day. 2 at the most, if there are problems.
The foreman looks aghast at the technic.
1 day?
Fergus is the most talented Magister Technicus in Girdlegard, and then...
Well, as long as he doesn't get in my way...
The word...
Good. Then we'll help you.
Sure. If you pull it off, the provisions are yours. You really trust in your skills, don't you?
Fergus immediately gets to work, examining the hoist. After a few moments, he sends Mika off with a list of tools and spare parts. After half a day, the cage is operational again, but Fergus is still busy with the hoist. You just hear him muttering.
So far, there is no automatic brake in case the ropes snap.
Fergus decides to fit the automatic brake, but it takes more time than expected. Building the hoist, in the end it takes 2 days until the lift is operational again.
You've kept your part of the deal, we'll keep ours.
You travel down into the mine in the repaired lift. Mika shows you the place where he saw the orcs. After 1,000 paces, you stopped counting. And only after several hours do you reach an exit. There's a stench of tallow in the air. The tunnel, if you attacked from here, you'd have the element of surprise on your side.
I could go and take a look and perhaps improve our chances for an attack.
You remember how the actor had transformed...
I'll come with you. If I stay in the shadows, they won't see me.
The actor nods gratefully.
I'll come too. I also know how to keep myself hidden.
Nomura wants to object, but you are quicker.
Thank you, Geralda. 2 more eyes and ears would be helpful. Listen, try to sabotage their defenses, and if you can safely take out a couple of guards, then do it.
Nomura and Rodario rejoin you without any particular urgency. The group isn't overly friendly towards Geralda, and this evening she's sitting once again apart from the others. Geralda opens the lid and takes a big swig. As she puts down the bottle, a smile flits across her face, followed by a short expression of deep satisfaction.
Is that?
No, it's... I don't know either. If I don't drink it, I have a longing for it.
And when the phial's empty...
I don't know. I don't know where I got the drink from, let alone what it is. But if I don't drink it, Frackers, give me strength.
Geralda plays with the phial, lost in her thoughts, as if she were... A two-storey tavern sits on the corner of a crossroads.
Minstrel Castle.
The old building has nothing in common with a castle. It seems rather...
Finally! Time!
As much as I hate agreeing with you, I too can hardly wait.
You enter the tavern with Bavragor and Boindale in front. On first, but when you take a closer look, you spot a couple of paintings of minstrels in front of a castle. There are not very many guests on the ground floor, perhaps a dozen, and most of them belong to a group of mercenaries who have retreated into the far corner. You go to the bar where the landlady is working and sit on a stool. The landlady, a stout, middle-aged woman with...
Say, why is the tavern called Minstrel Castle?
Oh, you don't know the legend, dwarf.
One of the guests next to you at the bar takes up...
Once upon a time a king lived in that castle. He had many subjects and an enchanting queen. But one day a young... So the king sent for the singer to hear for himself. He came and sang a wonderful love song. Without flinching, he drew his sword and struck the boy down. His father heard of this. He was himself a singer.
And that's what happened. No one remembers the name of the king or his castle. Make of it what you will.
You nod at the landlady as you slip off the bar.
Good day, gentlemen.
Get lost, Groundling.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. Gurnham. I am Tungdil Goldhand. I actually do...
The leader of the mercenaries looks at you, trying to size you up.
You and your companions look as though you know how to...
Otherwise, we wouldn't ask for your help.
Why not? 500 gold coins for...
You go back to the mercenaries. They look up briefly before turning back to the... You send Namora to try and haggle down the price of the
Hey guys, we need your help with a couple of orcs. Name your price.
We wouldn't take money from someone like you, sweetheart. I'm sure you can show your appreciation in other ways.
Alright then, I'll find someone else.
Wait, stay here, darling.
The young mercenary jumps up and tries to hold Namora back by the arm, but she sidesteps quickly, and he grasps at thin air. He trips over Namora's foot, which just happens to be in the right place, and clatters to the floor.
Oh, come on, boys. Don't you know how to treat a lady?
The leader of the mercenaries smiles at Namora, revealing several missing teeth.
For such...
Here is your payment. 250 gold coins.
We will seize the orc camp with you, and then, perhaps...
You go to the bar where the landlady is working. You nod at Bavragor and... As on the previous evening, Bavragor sits apart from the others. But
she followed Boindle into battle. We tried to talk her out of it, but
Bavragor drinks from his liquor.
He killed her. Blinded by the frenzy of battle, he thought she was one of the enemy. I can never forgive him. He killed...
You remain sitting in silence, each of you deep in thought. Boendal approaches, having either heard you or guessing what you were talking about.
Sometimes he calls her name in his dreams. Oh, he'd never admit it, but he suffers just like Bavragor.
The guards are much more alert now since the infiltration of the Orc camp. You have delivered a serious blow to your enemy. The mercenaries are waiting not far off, and are... You enter the Orc camp with your companion.
Another one bites the dust. Too easy. Ow! Another one bites the dust. Vile creature. He hardly put up a fight. Hold your horses, all right? A bit too much for you, was I? Yes? Yes, yes. What is it? Huh? What's up? And again. Vile creature. many over here!
Ow! I can't do that yet!
Bites the dust! On my way! Let's go together! All right! On my way! All right! On my way! Let's get it done! What's up? Very hard. Don't take it personally. A bit too much for you, was I? Slowly! Hold your horses, all right? Slowly, slowly! Of course! Yes, my way! Disgusting! Let's get this done! What is it? What is it? I'm not that quick! Yes, yes, soon! I'm not that quick! Too easy! I didn't hit you very hard! Vile creature! And again! Vile creature! Bonda! Give me a hand! And again! Don't rush me! Huh? Hey! Bit too many over here! Too easy! On my way! As good as done. Understood. Why not? Out of my way. Why not? Out of my way. Understood. Why not? As good as done. As good as done. And again.
Kill. He hardly put up a fight.
Yes?
What's up? What is it?
And what now?
What is it?
What is it?
All right, go. On my way. On my way. As good as done. All right, go. On my way.
Please wait a moment. I can't do that yet.
All right,
And again. Please wait a moment.
Take it personally.
I can't do that yet.
on my way. As good as done. On my way.
Killed.
Ha ha! As good as done. On my way. On my way. All right, yes. On my way. All right, yes.
Please wait a moment. I can't do that yet. Vile creature. Please wait a moment.
He hardly put up a fight.
Killed.
Pow! Another one bites the dust. Yes, and what now? I didn't hit you very hard. Pow! Another one bites the dust. Yeah! I didn't hit you very hard! Yeah! 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 Pow! Another one bites the dust! Yeah!
I can't do that yet. Please wait a moment.
Hit you very hard! Too easy! Who's next? A bit too much for you, was I?
As good as done.
Of course! Yeah! Yeah! What is it? What is it? I am Bowen. Give me a hand.
Yes?
Yeah!
I can't do that yet.
Yeah! On my way! Yeah! Disgusting.
As good as done. Please wait a moment. I can't do that yet.
I'll be ready soon! Don't rush me! I'll be ready soon! And again!
Please wait a moment.
Looking for it!
They're hitting me pretty hard!
They're all ears!
I need help over here! Quickly! Kill! I need help over here! Quickly!
On my way!
And again!
As good as done! On my way!
All right, go! As good as done! They're hitting me pretty hard!
On my way! As good as done! On my way! All right! On my way! As good as done! On my way! As good as done! Of course! On my way! As good as done! All right! As good as done! On my way! Vile creature!
And again!
He hardly put up a fight! A bit too much for you, was I? What is it?
As good as done!
Yeah! He hardly put up a fight! Ha ha! Who's next? Yeah!
I can't do that yet.
Yeah! Of course!
As good as done!
Yes, yes!
As good as done! On my way!
All right, why not?
On my way!
He hardly put up a fight! I didn't hit you very hard! Yeah! 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 Who's next?
As good as done! On my way! All right, on my way! Another one bites the dust! As good as done! Yes?
Yes.
He hardly put up a fight!
Please wait a moment. I can't do that yet.
I didn't hit you very hard!
And again.
Too easy!
Vile creature. Kill. Vile creature.
Who's next?
Pow! Another one bites the dust! Too easy!
And again. Kill. And again. Vile creature. Kill.
A bit too much for you, was I?
Vile creature.
Who's next?
Kill.
vile creature! Disgusting! Don't rush me! Don't take it personally! Ow! I'll be ready soon! Don't rush me! I'll be ready soon! And what now? And again! Alright, why not? On my way! Of course done! Of course! On my way! Yes, yes! Alright! Of course! On my way! Alright, yes! Yeah! Yeah! Pow! Another one put up a fight! Yeah!
Please wait a moment. I can't do that yet.
Yeah! Bow and dog, give me a hand! Who's next?
Kill.
On my way! As good as done! On my way!
He hardly put up a fight!
Please wait a moment. I can't do that yet. Please wait a moment. And again.
He hardly put up a fight!
As good as done! On my way! Of course! As good as done! There! Disgusting!
I can't do that yet.
Too easy!
Don't take it personally.
Alright, yes! On my way!
Kill. Please wait a moment.
Who's next? Yeah!
I can't do that yet. And again. Please wait a moment. I can't do that yet.
Ow! Another one bites the dust. As good as done. On my way. As good as done. All right. On my way. As good as done. All right. Of course. As good as done. On my way. As good as done. All right, yes. As good as done. All right, yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Please wait a moment.
I didn't hit you very hard.
He hardly put up a fight!
Too much for Another one bites the dust.
Yeah!
Killed.
Ugh, disgusting.
As good as done.
On my way!
On with you.
On my way!
As good as done.
Yeah! Yeah!
I can't do that yet. Please wait a moment.
Why not?
I can't do that yet. Please wait a moment.
Yeah!
Too easy!
Vile creature. As good as done. I can't do that yet. Please wait a moment.
Who's next? He hardly put up a fight.
Killed. I can't do that yet. Please wait a moment. I can't do that yet.
On my way!
As good as done.
Why not?
On my way!
As good as done.
Of course! On my way!
The victory over the orcs was hard fought, but you have won. Not least thanks to your aides. A hard path lies ahead of you, down into the valley, and then up into the snow-covered mountains. It will be difficult,